Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. This time I've been playing around a little bit with ground strategies for Golemagg in Molten Core, and in this video I'm going to showcase my Cenarius army for taking down Golemagg with a ground-based strategy instead of flyers. If you're trying to take Golemagg down with a low-level account, then the flyer strategy is far superior, because flyers can take Golemagg down multiple levels lower than ground-based strategies. However, if you already have some levels, then ground-based strategies can even be easier to play than with flyers. And here's my Cenarius team. So I have Cenarius, then I have Bogbeast with Living Wood here, because I need that armor for Bogbeast. Because I want to tank the first Gorehound, I want to just keep the first Gorehound alive and tank it on the right side of the map. And I want to send one tank, one armored tank, and priestess to handle that, and then I just leave it there. So Bogbeast needs to have Living Wood in order to have armor so that it can handle that task. So Bogbeast, then I have an Eclipse. I have a few Cenarian minis in this deck, which means that Eclipse can quite easily be turned into Sunfire, and Sunfire in turn can kill Pyromancers, can kill Firehammers, can kill Drakes. So just clean up a lot of these more annoying minis. Then I have Druid of the Claw with the healing talent here, so a little bit of extra healing, and also becoming a bear and tanking can be useful sometimes. Then I have Defiance Bandits with Picklock. I'm actually sometimes able to grab this chest in the center, and whenever I can do that, then that's just a huge gold income increase, so I kind of like this. They also can stun minis, so they can stun Earth Elementals if you have problems with Earth Elementals being played right at your base. Defiance Bandits there, stun it, buy yourself a little bit more time. They can of course stun Pyromancers, Firehammers, so they can help a lot against many of the enemies. Then I have Plague Farmer with Splashing Pumpkins, and this is my main damage dealer. And now that Splashing Pumpkins has such a huge splash radius, that means that when this Plague Farmer is shooting at something like a Fire Elemental or whatever that comes, and then it's going to splash into all the Pyromancers or the Firehammers, and suddenly all of those backline units are starting to die thanks to Plague Farmer. And Plague Farmer is also going to keep some poison stacks up on Golemagg, and Golemagg is going to go down to those. And finally I have this Priestess with Powered Shield. So this is the team. The plan is to first send towards the right a Bogbeast supported by Priestess. I can also send the Cobalt Miner if I have that available. I can try to send the Defiance Bandits towards the middle, but I first want the Gorehound to charge to the right side before I get the bandits to the lane. So you can of course position them like behind your base and such. Then to the left side, I want to push through the left, the boss. Then Plague Farmer is going to be the first mini to send over there, and then Cenarius and various other minis as well. So I'll try to take the left tower, and from the left tower then I will tank the Gorehound. And when I have Cenarius out there, if I have Cenarius in the proper position, then Cenarius is going to root the Gorehound for a little while, and while it's rooted, it actually is going to get into a position where once I'm tanking it, it's going to die, so that it's going to burn the middle lane and not the left lane, which means then I can just keep building on the left lane. And I'm going to keep sending on the left lane, I'm going to send Plague Farmers, I'm going to send Priestesses to the far left, and I'm going to send Bogbeast to the right side of the deployed zone, so that as long as some Plague Farmers survive and I have some tanks going on, then things are going to be quite alright. And I found this to be a pretty strong comp overall against this boss, and let's go take a look at a few kills of Golemagg with this comp in action. So here we go, just blasting through the open queue, and I meet another Cenarius connoisseur, so let's go. I'm going to try to get to the right side. They also played I'm trying to cycle through my deck. Luckily my deck is pretty cheap, so I should be able to cycle through the deck quite effectively. And here we go. I'm able to get that Plague Farmer to hit at the Earth Elemental. I was able to stun the Earth Elemental a bit. And now I have this Bogbeast plus Priestess on the right side. Sending out a bit of reinforcements to the middle. And then off we go. On to the races. You can also mine on the right side, because Rager deals single target damage, so the miner is just happily mining away behind the Bogbeast. And in the meanwhile, the left side has already fallen, which looks wonderful. Partner steals a little bit. I help out the Earth Elemental a bit with the Sunfire. It's quite easy to make it a Sunfire as well with this army. And then that priestess to the far left over there. And won't be fast enough to get the bandits out there now. Now that the Core Hound is dead, I want to preemptively send another Bog Beast, so that the Core Hound is going to stay on this, in this position, so they just won't start running away or anything. I would need a priestess for it, I suppose. I found the priestess. Maybe did I find it in time? I'm actually a little bit uncertain. And here we go, challenging Golemagg itself. I think I can start sending another wave in case the current one falls. Really depends on whether the Plague Farmers live. So now you can see I have that one Plague Farmer tucked away in the corner because I sent it through the far left. And it's just stacking so much poison on Golemagg right now. And boom boom. Golemagg goes down. So let's do that again. Open queue, and this time I'm teaming up with a Hogger. Let's see, so I would expect this to be an air build, probably. Just because you can use pretty much any leader with that. Okay, so I have my Bog Beast ready. I can send the Bog Beast out there. I can send the Miner out there. Plague Farmer towards the left, Priestess towards the right. We should get the charge. We do. There goes the charge. And Priestess is healing the Bog Beast, and now that Bog Beast is going to lock down the Core Rager for a very, very long time. And, alright, my partner is pushing through middle, and I'm pushing through left, and now that Fire Elemental is sadly going to kill my beautiful Plague Farmer. But we have more Plague Farmers coming, so no worries whatsoever. And the Bog Beast tanking a little bit, although the Bog Beast is now taking too much damage. It's going to it lost the armor. Yep, that's not great. It should still be okay. Hogger also joining the assault. And then wandering off. Where are you going, Hogger? Where's my Bog Beast going? Anyway. It's fine, it's fine. Let's start sending stuff out there. I would need to get the Plague Farmer to the top left. Could have positioned it a little bit more to the left. I think it was a little bit in the center now. Earth Elemental coming, so I sent bandits so that they can stun it. And as you can see, they're stunning it. We're buying some time. Buying time is nice. I can go mine a little, but I could send a Bog Beast to potentially tank the Core Rager, and then to the far left. Yes, to the far left. So now I have some of those Plague Farmers tucked away in the corner. And that means that that poor Golemagg is going to take some damage. And then some more damage. Okay, I could check it out because I could support it with Sunfire a little bit if there happens to be a Drake, and there is a Drake. So I probably should have supported it with an Eclipse there. But better late than never, and the poison is just ticking in. Alright, let's do a third one. And this time we're up with an Anub'arak. Okay. Well, I should be able to help out an Anub'arak quite a bit, because if I can just lock down the Core Rager, then Anub'arak can just wander around. So here we go, sending out the Bog Beast. Alright. Sunfiring, got rid of a Pyromancer and a Firehammer. And then going to send the Plague Farmer towards the left. Anub seems to be going through mid. Anub is already fighting though. Anub has sent some unbounds. And that was a surprise now. I'm like, what? What? What happened? And because those Incinerate runes all proc when there's a phase change. And that can be very awkward. But this seems to be going fine so far regardless. I think the first Anub died. Yeah. Now they're sending a second Anub through the left side. That's okay, that's okay. I'm sending preemptively a Bog Beast again, because that Core Rager is going to wake up, and then I want to keep it tied down. As you can see now, I'm keeping it tied down because I sent that preemptively. Otherwise it could have potentially hit all of my Plague Farmers on the left side. My Defiance Bandit surprise. Pyromancer, but 27 versus 28, they didn't quite have the damage. Not far, but just a little bit. A little bit off there. Okay. I want to kill the Drake, right? Think I do. Tap there. There goes the Drake. Trying to send another tank out there. I could have also focused on the attack. And now I decided, okay, I'm actually going to get this priests on the attack there. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I can't send more reinforcements, but there are 2 plague farmers chipping away. And of course, all the Anub'arak stuff and the Golemagg's health is going down. It's so going down. Ooh. So that's how you handle Golemagg with a ground team. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.